yourself. You know I think. Hope everybody alright. You understand? Hope the notification them good, cause you know that thing I set up. You see it? Yep. Yeah, wait till the people them forward through. So I go on here. So back over here, so. Nobody not get a notification while going in a dance. It's not good. And the people, even for the people that might check in, Manas, hey Kaneka, what's up? You see me? Come on, a notification now, guy road. You see it? Yeah, peeps, Evelyn, we're going to start to do about, this about 25 minutes, 30 minutes, so we're not coming for waste some time. So, this is a look at probably the biggest news item coming out of Jamaica for today. I don't even know what date, August 7th, one day after Independence Day. So, big up to everybody Jamaican in the building. You see me, we're going to talk about a poll result done by Dan Anderson, who is believed to be the best pollster in Jamaica in relation to the two candidates currently vying for presidency of the People's National Party. And the poll result shows that Peter Bunting is way out ahead. We'll talk about it in a few. I don't know why I'm seeing now run peace and pressure in now run, but we're there again. You understand what I say? Peace, big up on yourself. So straight into the thing, big up to the people that may check in. Poll shows Bunting 18 points ahead of Phillips. And the reality with this peeps is that this now tell me nothing different from what me did suspect. You understand what I say? So I just released the Rise United Commission Dan Anderson poll. It's showing People's National Party leadership aspirant Peter Bunting 18 points ahead of incumbent Peter Phillips in favorability rating. The reality about that is blessings dancehall mojo. Zane, the reality about that is, based on my assessment of this long before now, is that anybody in the top echelon of the People's National Party would probably have a higher favorability rating than Dr. Peter Phillips. We have spoken about that before, so there's nothing new here really, in my estimation anyways. Then the poll was conducted from July 20 to August the 2nd among 700 respondents. The sample size is kind of small still. See, and has a margin of error of plus or minus 3.5%. See? So it found that 39% of respondents believe Bunting is better suited to lead the 80-year-old party at this time, compared to 21% in favor of Phillips. So I could do that again, peeps. 39 in favor of Bunting, 29 in favor of Phillips. So there's a disparity there, so 2 nines, 18% difference. See? I mean, that big enough. And plus or minus 3, so I suppose at worst, more than the 15% ahead. Or less, if Phillips get plus 5, plus 3. But watch me now, peeps. So Bunting, who is leading the Rise United campaign, and Phillips, the leader of the One PNP camp, will face off in a high-stakes leadership election in Kingston on September the 7th, which coincidentally is the birthday of one Peter Bunting. So Peter Phillips, in all his wisdom, would have declared the presidential election on the birthday of Peter Bunting. Who does that? Meanwhile, 25% of those polled said they were not sure who is better suited to lead the PNP at this time. There's a lot of people that in the peeps. Zane, blessings God rest the whole opposition. 29% undecided is a big number that. You understand? At this time, and 16% said none of the two was suitable. Interesting. 16% then are easy, you know. Now, What if the election were to be called now? I have said this before and I'll say it again. The People's National Party, irrespective of the leader, will not defeat the Jamaica Labour Party in a general election under Andrew Holness in the next general election. I could be wrong, but that is my estimation. That is my analysis of the situation. As I say, plus or minus one number. Watch me now. So if the election was to be called no, according to the Rise United Dan Anderson poll, the Jamaica Labour Party JLP would come out on top if an election were to be called. No, not surprising about that. That's the reality that. You understand? The poll found 35% support for the JLP compared to 30% for the PNP. The PNP is still closer than we didn't think. Still, in all reality, but 5%, I don't know. However, 36% of the respondents believe that with Bunting as party president, the PNP will have a better chance of winning against Andrew Holness in the next election to 16% for Phillips. So 16% of the respondents, one little tips up, say if Phillips win, him can beat Holness, 16%. While 36% say if Bunting win, he can beat Holness. Me going to adjust that quick and fast. None of them now going to beat the Prime Minister. Zane, and I have spoken to that before. Zane, I remember me not a political allegiance, and I just call it on my seat. Because I know some people will come over and come talk about say, me a Labour right or me a PNP or me a this. You understand what I say? The reality is that the Prime Minister remains amazingly popular. Did you hear the reception that he got at the National Stadium yesterday? Use that. Zane, did you hear the reception he got every time he was the main focus at Edward Seaga funeral? Observe. Despite all the scandals and scandal bags affecting the Jamaica Labour Party, the Prime Minister remains amazingly popular. And that in itself is an indictment on Jamaica, because if we have an administration that is hit with so many major scandals, now mine, major scandal, and the leader of the party remains so popular and the party remains so favorable, it says a lot. It says a lot about us as a people. And yes, blessings Godfrey, him really and truly need to declare him asset to the Integrity Commission. I spoke about that at length on Sunday and the Friday before, and about 5 streams in a row, you know. Zane, so irrespective of who win the People's National Party internal election, Holness are going to beat them. The reality though is that Peter Bunting would stand a better chance against Holness. Zane? And thing. Someone don't know. But watch I know. So the PNP now holds 29%, well, 29 seats in the parliament compared to 34 held by the Jamaica Labour Party. Zane? And over the past 2 years, the JLP has won 2 by-election. That is also important. You understand? Trisha Scott said, what do I teach? I am a teacher of geography. Right? So the Jamaica Labour Party has, since the last general election, would have defeated the PNP in 2 by-elections. That again is also important. Zane? So the Prime Minister's popularity, the fact that every time for the last 3 election types in Jamaica, the Jamaica Labour Party would have won. Momentum in politics is important. Momentum in anything is important, I suppose. But you can imagine now that Peter Phillips would have had something to say about this poll. You understand what I say? And thing. J. Lawrence say, I'm going out on a limb and say, Andrew will not win. I am neither JLP nor PNP. Me is neither none of them, brother, but I will go out on the limb beside you and tell us that Andrew will win. You understand? How the things set you now, the PNP is very divisive. There's no unity there. They have lost touch with the electorate. They are not in the space where majority of the electorate is, which is on social media. You understand? They need to be modernized, Zane, and thing. And they have a lot of things working against them. You understand? The corruptions facing the current administration is a plus for the PNP. Zane, blessings God for say PNP are go on a big surprise. Well, I could say I got still. I doubt it though. Yeah, that's what I say. I doubt it. And whomever win, it no matter to me because the country will still continue to suffer. The country would have suffered 18 years under the PNP. The country has been suffering under the JLP. So 6 or 1.5 dozen are the next. It don't really matter to me. I am just assessing the story as it comes. Yeah, that's what I say. And thing. But from where I sit, my observation, I am no political expert. Zine, I am no pollster. You understand? But from where I sit, the PNP will not defeat the Jamaica Labour Party in the next general election. What I call tomorrow or the next day is just my assessment. I could be wrong. I doubt it somewhat. Zine? So Peter Phillips would have responded to said poll. He said it is incomprehensible and out of line. Phillips reacts to Bunting's poll. The cockpit country will be decided. No, brother, the cockpit country now gonna make no major difference in the next election. Believe me when I tell you that. People fickle, you know. You understand what I say? People fickle. And whether you want to say the cockpit country, because I kind of realize one little thing based on your line of comments. Let's not lose sight of the fact, you see, that the cockpit country special mining lease was actually signed off by the People's National Party. So yes, the government is administering over it now, and I think it is incumbent on the government to put an halt to it, and I'm speaking that way from the position of a geography teacher, of an environmentalist, qualified environmentalist and geography teacher, and also a concerned Jamaican. But if you feel like the cockpit country are going to be a deciding factor in the next general election, guess again, brother. You answer what I say? Auntie. You see me? So you know, Dr. Peter Phillips, one campaign, has harshly criticized the poll put out by his opponent, which indicates that Peter Bunting is leading in the favorability as the ideal person to lead the party as well as to win a general election as party president. I don't know that he's the ideal person, seeing and thing, but teach Lisa Anna get a bigger shot than Andrew Holness. I not get that, Kirk. Yeah, suggest Lisa they win the next election. I'm gonna put it to you now. Zine, if Lisa vie for presidency of the People's National Party, she go and lose against any one of them two man there. You understand? The PNP don't really depend on that trad there now. Zine, and she won't win presidency of the party, much less for contest a general election, Kirk. Take it from me. You understand? Based on my humble observation again, Angela Brownberg could have stand a better chance than her inside of the party for challenge for presidency. But I could be wrong again. Zine? Alright. Yeah, and if you are in a situation where there's a poll by your opponent, you're gonna say a lie that tell and it don't make no sense too. You understand what I say? And thing. So the polling data presented by the Rise United campaign at a press conference today, Zane, is incomprehensible and out of line. A spokesperson for Peter Phillips said. So the Rise United Commission Dan Anderson poll says that 39% of the respondents believe Bunting is better suited to lead the party at this time, compared to 21% in favor of Phillips. Zane? And as I said, the people that watch this channel know where I stand politically, which is absolutely nowhere. I have said this before, and I'll say it again. No way, no day can Dr. Peter Phillips defeat the Andrew Holness-led JLP party in a general election. He's just not affable. He's not charismatic. He's not him not stir emotions in a positive way. He does not connect with the vast majority of the electorate. And he's just not electable. You understand what I say? Him just not electable. May I tell you, I would not, as a Jamaican citizen, select Peter Phillips as the first choice person to represent me as a Jamaican. That is my humble assessment of Dr. Peter Phillips. You understand what I say? And the reality is that most people when me talk to share that opinion there. Zine, would I select Bunting as my first choice person to represent me as a Jamaican? Neither. You understand what I say? That's just the reality we face. You see me I say? So when the People's National Party internal election is over, then the real test will come, because the reality is that so black dog for monkey. Anyways, whichever party I lead. Because the two of them are come with them foolishness. The two of them are come with misappropriations of poor people money. The two of them are come with taxpayers' money disappearing overnight. The two of them are come with political scandal. The two of them are come with pork barrel politics. The two of them are come with bossing them allies during a political election. Who support them, you understand, and who finance them campaign, or go get some contracts. And no matter what you turn, Makajuke with the politics in Jamaica, really and truly. You understand what I say? That are the reality. Good night to the persons. So Teach would be the best candidate for the PNP. In my opinion, and I've said this before and I'll not retract, I think the best suitable person to lead the People's National Party at this point in time, if I was to make a choice, would be the General Secretary. Yeah? Reason being, him not really have the baggage, which is Julian Robinson for the people who want the name. Him not have the political baggage on him shoulder and on him head, what some of the others have. He is somebody who is very tempered, somebody who is very measured, somebody who I think has the potential to be a little bit different. Blessing God for Sir Lambert, bro. Yo, I thought you sing that there in a while. Seeing somebody who I think has the potential to resonate with the electorate, somebody who I think is willing to learn, somebody who I think is not from the old school dinosaur type politics. So that would be my assessment of the situation. Will that ever happen? I do not know and think. You understand? As Dancehall Mojo said, two party but at the same sad song them a play. Poor people money lean back and rock away. Them raise everything from all to Craveney yet. Or them no raise up. Everybody pay. Yo, Peyton Place, big up yourself and your brother ready. You know, you appreciate that something, you know. You understand what I say? And I understand, I see some of the comments them, and I agree, Zane. I agree, say, no, you don't pay for the stream Destiny Rose, but you contribute to the channel if you so desire, yeah? So you don't pay you don't pay for the stream. That would be nice though, come to think of it. You understand what I say? And think. So, I don't know. You see me? I understand that there will be divergent views from mine. And remember, I am just sharing my views. You know what I mean? So them right. You know what I mean? So them wrong. I just my opinion that. Zane, Julian not even have a personality teach. But you see, Odien, has he been given a chance to really show his personality though? That's the big question here. Has he been given an opportunity to really show him personality per se? I don't know of that. You understand what I say? Sometimes we need somebody like that. Somebody who is different from the regular. You understand? Somebody whose difference might actually make a difference. Zine, who said that a political leader have to be like what we traditionally know? Really? You understand? And thing. And I like the discourse, I like the discussion, you understand? So, I just how me see it, me I say it, Zine, from a honest place, a objective place, no affiliation, or association, or admiration for no political party. You understand what I say? Grace Able say, my personal opinion, I am downright fed up with both parties. Same old every day. You know, we say me see man two party, but at the same sad song them a play. You understand? Odian Marston, so you are suggesting to me that being general secretary would be the same scope and responsibility as being leader of the party. And as such, a person's personality as a gensec would dictate his personality as party leader or president. I don't agree with that because based on my personal experience, I know for a fact, Zane, I know for a fact that leadership brings out the best in some people. It can bring out the worst in some people, but it also brings out the best in some people and bring out a side where you never did know so them have. You understand what I say? Bring out a side where you never see before. See, Kirk said, Lisa, hallelujah. Alright, Kirk, I see a word. See, as I said, I don't really foresee that to happen no time soon still. You understand? Because I don't necessarily know if the delegates really loving Lisa like that, in all honesty. You see? So, that's important. So, watch out now, peeps. So, we know about the poll and what it said. The data presentation was obviously designed to confuse the public. But in particular, the party delegates, who are overwhelmingly in support of the President of the People's National Party. Dr. Peter Phillips says campaign chairman, the sheriff, Senator K.D. Knight, Queen's Counsel, no less. You understand what I say? So now, if the Bunting campaign wished to be taken seriously, it should immediately reveal all the relevant data in its poll. Charge Knight. Knight no easy, you know. The campaign is warning delegates against taking Bunting's poll seriously. The one-party campaign, whereas it acknowledges the right of the Rise United to highlight numbers to make its own case, it is important that delegates be warned of the convenience of the results presented. Knight said the campaign will release to the public details of its own poll findings by the end of the week. A poll for poll functions, he failed at that twice. When then should the delegates trust him? I'm not sure. What is a gensec in charge to create well-oiled machinery and carrying out material function? Okay, Odian, you're not a fan of Julian Robinson. That is fine. They asked me for my opinion. I gave my opinion. I don't know why that made my opinion the worst thing ever. That's just my opinion, brother. Me I look through my two eyes, I look through your two eyes. You and I probably look at different things or traits or characteristics in a person who leads. See? Because the reality is when you look at it, Andrew Holness is not your typical Jamaican political leader. With typical Jamaican political leaders, some people go up on stage, go make nice and quarrel and them something there. Andrew is far more tempered than a Edward Seaga, than a Bruce Golding, than a Portia Simpson Miller. You understand what I say? Zine? So, does he really and truly fit the bill of the traditional stereotypical political leader? I don't think so. Zine? So, that's alright. I am not a fan of Julian either. I am not a fan of no politician really. Zine? I mean, there are a few politicians that I admire things about them. You understand what I say? But we don't have no political allegiance or association, brother. Zine? Based on my assessment and based on what me want to see my country go, I am thinking that somebody fresh, Zine, somebody who is different from the regular set, can be given an opportunity. You understand what I say? So I saw me look at it still. Blessings Godfrey said, Andrew Holness a wolf in a sheep clothing. Well, every politician had that Blessings Godfrey. So, Andrew Holness, Peter Phillips, Peter Bunting, Kern Spencer, Andrew Wheatley, Ruel Reid, Philip Palwell. Philip Palwell a wolf in a tree sheep clothing. You understand? So that's a reality we face. Politicians are that, wolf in a sheep clothing. Zane, so you know, he said the poll was conducted by a pollster Bill Johnson between August 2nd and 4 of 2019 with a sample size of 1,000 respondents. Remember me said the Danandis poll having a sample size of 700, it's kind of small in all reality. And as a social scientist myself, Zane, and somebody who would have been trained in the makeup of poll and polling and gathering information and doing sample size and stuff. for my course of studies when I was attending college and university. You see? 700 for a national body is really and truly low. You understand what I say? So the sheriff say 1,000 respondents in for them thing, and as a same error plus or minus 3%. See? So I could say it go. You understand what I say? I could say it go. So the one campaign or the one PNP campaign says polling data presented by the Rise United campaign at the press conference today, as I say, them say it incomprehensible and say it wrong. Basically, that's what them say. You see what I say? But peeps, this is neither here nor there for me. The poll really and truly not tell me nothing what me never know before or assessing on my head. Zane, it would be interesting to see the data from the Peter Phillips poll, because if the Peter Phillips poll come tell me say Peter Phillips a lead, I would be one surprised person. You understand what I say? With these poll things, you use them as a guide. See? Is there any good politicians? In everything you have good and bad, blessings Godfrey. You understand what I say? In everything you have good and bad. The reality is that based on the landscape of Jamaica's politics, it is really and truly hard to identify people who would not have been tainted by whatever reasons before. You understand? So that's the reality we will face. But it will be interesting. The reality is that whomever wins will be the opposition contestant for the government in the next general election. And that in itself is important to Jamaica and Jamaicans by extension. So, we'll watch it. And I can confidently restate some of the things that I believe in. I believe that Peter Phillips is not electable. I believe that Peter Phillips is out of touch. I believe that Peter Phillips cannot connect with the vast majority of the electorate, which is mostly young people. Seeing, and take from that what you may. Young people are decide the future of the country. That is something else we need to put into consideration. See, audience say normally favor Bill John support. Zane, Peter Bunting, younger. Zane has a track record as a successful businessman, but the business of business and the business of politics, or the business of running a country, are two different things. He would be a bit more favorable than Peter Phillips. Zane, does that make him a worthy opponent for an Andrew Holness? Yes, it does. But does that make him or put him in a position where he would be able to defeat the Prime Minister despite scandals and all? My instinct tells me no. The PNP is hurting. The PNP has a lot of restructuring and reorganization to do. A lot of wounds would need to be healed after this internal election. And I would not be surprised, you see, after the candidate is selected for the PNP presidency, the Prime Minister calls a early election. I would not bet against that. Zane, as it relates to Jamaica's politics, it leaves a lot to be desired as it relates to the persons active in Jamaican politics. Many persons are of nefarious character, or questionable character, I should say. Zane, we as a country has been exposed to all manner of evil from our political representatives. Yet we continue to jump and chuck and climb in a tree and knock pot cover and ring bell and push fists in our ear and them something there. We not even know which one for which one. And them things there, and eat curry goat and white rice and drink white rum and everything. Alright. Zane, we as a people are ultimately responsible for us as a people, and as such we need to put more thought, more consideration into the persons who we decide to elect as political representative. See, it makes no sense we sit down and we complain for 5 years, and at the end of the 5 years we go back and do the same thing. Oh, I just go vote again because I can't vote. See, what are you voting for? What is the rationale behind you voting? You understand what I say? Yeah, Kirk said is a businessman running US. And how is that going to Kirk? You understand? If you were to grade that businessman's performance as president, how would you grade it though? In all honesty. You understand what I say? So, the moral at this stream is that no better Erin, no better barrel. 6 of one half dozen of the other. You understand what I say? It depends on your political persuasions and your political ideologies and belief. Me personally, based on where I am at mentally and psychologically and emotionally, I am in a position where we Jamaican politicians, them need to get a wash, them need to get a bath. You understand? A lot of reorganization and rethinking needs to be done. Me can't bother with during political campaign, man go up on pulpit, go preach and say them are gonna be totally different and it's going to be a new day and when things start, a dark night said we. You understand what I mean? I say I'm tired of that. Zane, I'm tired of people seemingly making the same mistakes over and over and over. If on a youthful exuberance or something else. You understand what I mean? I say? I'm tired of poor people's money being plundered, Zane, and the rich keeps getting richer and the poor keeps getting poorer. I'm tired of the situation where our political representative feel like them can do anything and get away with it. I am tired of hearing so a man pick two aki over a man yard and him get 6 months at hard labor while a politician can thief hundreds of millions of dollars and all him need is a resignation or you hear say a youthful exuberance and everything good after that. I'm tired of that. You understand me? I say I am really and truly tired of that. Zane, I'm tired for read the political directorate is them friend, a friend who think they're not the best person for the job, you know. But my friend, my supporter. Zane, I'm tired for one administration start something that is good for the country and the next administration comes and immediately them get rid of it because I never them started. See, but it's good for the country, you know, but we get rid of it. I'm tired of them something there. You feel what I say? So, without vision, the people perish. And one of my favorite quotes is, the only thing that is worse than being blind, you see, is having sight but no vision. And the reality with our politics, we are visionless at times. Zane, I'm tired of the political tribalism. Zane, I'm tired of the political partisan behavior of Jamaicans. People still willing to kill you over your political views and perspective. You understand what I say? And what that lead you, what we achieve out of that. You understand what I say? People willing to stick with a politician no matter what them do, no matter what them say, no matter what them thief. You feel what I say? Trisha Scott says, since you're tired, run me come live with Zane, no matter what them do, no matter what them thief, no matter what kind of misappropriation of fund, no matter what kind of scandal, a 9-day wonder and we move on. We need for all our political representatives accountable. See, and as a people, if we sit down and continue to accept these things, it not going to change. Because if a man knows him can do anything and get to with it, then what you think him going to do? He might continue to do it. That's the mentality what we need to change. It can't be, oh, my mother did PNP or my mother did labor rights, so I have to be PNP or labor rights. Use your own brain, family. See, which political party you think best represents what you want for the country? Which political representative do you think best represents what you want for your country? It can't be because my mother was this or my father was that. That no intelligent family. You understand what I say? So, are them things more the people's mindset need for change. See, and until that happen, then it don't make no sense. Whether PNP or JLP, we will continue to languish in the quagmire of corruption, of inequality, of oppression in some places, of injustice in many instances, until we decide, say, are we really and truly have the power? Because we have the power. Over 63 men if have the power over 3 million people. You tell me and do the maths. How is it possible that 63 men and women can be more powerful than 3 million people? And we need to even talk about the diaspora yet. When that happen? You understand what I say? So whichever P right now, it don't really matter to me. Zane, what me want to say is... Hey Jamila, I wasn't thinking about you at just now there. You understand? Sorry people. See, I kind of look with inside joke that. Run for office not teach. Run for which office man? You see me ear dark and nice. What kind of grey ear do you think me I look? You know use a grey ear now go suit me like. You understand what me I say? And the reality is that in Jamaica, many politicians, you know, probably go in with good intentions, you know. But the reality is that as a politician in Jamaica, if you want to make a name for yourself, you have to revert to the MO, the modus operandi that exists, the status quo, so to speak. Because if you try to be different, then backbench you don't get nothing for do, nobody don't know you, nobody don't see you. You don't even get the support where you're supposed to get. Because you try to be different and you try to go against the grain. You understand what I say? And thing. So I always entertained political ambitions when I was a boy. But now since I became a man, I see how politicians stand. I don't want to involve in politics in Jamaica land. You understand what I say? So that's what I think the peeps. So we are watching and see in whichever way we take it, the outcome of the People's National Party internal election will ultimately shape the country, seeing whether they are in opposition or they are in government. So, but we say it go. You feel what I say? So peace, I just my 2 cents that it might not add up to some people. See, but how me view the situation is how me assess the situation. I can only share my opinion. You understand what I say? I will respect your opinion. I don't necessarily might agree with it all the time. And you don't need to agree with my opinion either, but I just my opinion. You understand what I say? And you know, funny thing, peace, that stream I was supposed to be a call-in stream, you know. But a news item you kind of heavy like. So when I do the poll, I realize that more people are going to want me talk than card. Peace, big up on yourself. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Make it a date and don't be late. Don't look for it. Get book for it. Danny Blackhorse saying, blessings God for big up yourself and your family. The man said take real read position. Brother, you know see is Carl Samuda them have the Ministry of Education. Carl Samuda older than the word all. And Carl Samuda a try run off something for the youths. Then that don't make no sense. So them boot out Floyd Green, Real Read and him friend them boot out Floyd Green from the Ministry. Floyd Green is the best man for go run the Ministry of Education. But you see, a friend thing with the pan, a lend thing with the pan. You understand? We don't have the nation's best interest at heart. So them things that I can't understand with the politics, brother. Zane, Danny Blackhorse, Ron Stewart, yeah, the ball game. Our place, so I'm always saying own a place. Our place, big up yourself in the Empress. Zane, our place, so why not fight the fight? Me's a young youth, our place. And right now, politics is not our place. You understand what I say? Ellie London, big up yourself in the Empress. Apple cider vinegar. Jessen Andrew. I wonder if Andrew will listen and change his name around line. But I don't understand. You understand me? I say Grace Abel, live chatbot, teach is 120 man around the world. Alright, my boss. Sound like a Freemasonry you're gone into you now. 33 degree of evil. You see me? I say, Angela Martin, big up yourself. The Royal General, I know from Royal General, she topic, you man say, yo, politics again and cuss be able to do it. But you understand me? I say, I don't choose to store them. Miss Jamila Seymour, good evening there. Damian Daly, big up yourself in the family. Who else in the building? Destiny Rose, God favored me. B. Edwards, Zane, Miss Winsome H, Destiny Rose. Who else the about? I don't know. Johnny boy, big up yourself for that. Danny, big up yourself. Get a bottle of beer. If not, something cool. Yeah, cause the belly kind of get big, you know, some kind of low for a beer thing, you know, brother. But big up yourself. We probably looking at some fruit juice, like, you know what I mean? And thing. Peeps, my clothes, big up on yourself. All of the people that want to hear the name of the day. Manners and respect. I just call the name now, I can't say. Ingrid Theater, Black Love, Wildlife Machine. You understand me? I say, peeps, tomorrow, 6 p.m. You know the big stream on Friday, 7:30 and Sunday, 5:30. You understand? As I said, don't look for it. Get book for it. Peeps, what good? Step with Jah. I'm out.
Teach them! Hey, yo, hello! Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here. Warlord representing.
Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment below. Remember to like and share the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. Follow me on social media and check out the suggested videos on screen. This is Teach saying, until next time, walk good, my friends.